Hi, this is Afshan at TSquared Lab, and with me I have Zermatt and Hongwei as our guest. Hi Zermatt, it's always a pleasure to have you at TSquared Lab.
How are you?
It's always fun. Thanks for coming out. Just one of my questions to you. I know you are people call as competitive eater. Okay?
Yes.
So could you please let our viewers know what is it all about?
Okay, so I'm actually a content creator as well as a competitive eater. So I do a whole bunch of like eating challenges, like food challenges. Pretty much I just eat a lot in one sitting. So that is what I do for a living. I eat for a living.
Well, that is incredible, and I love eating too, but I have a question. How do you keep yourself this fit and then six packs while you're eating competitively?
Well, I get this question a lot. So it's really not some secret or I pop some magic pill or anything. It's really a lot of balancing to do. So I do a whole bunch of heavy dieting in between my shoots. I film about 2 videos a week. So in between the shoots, I'll be dieting. I'll be doing my intermittent fasting, like 20 hours fasting and like 4 hours eating window.
Wow.
Yeah. So I prep my meals. I count my macros. It's been so many years since I started doing this. So I'm very used to this lifestyle and all. And then of course I work out a lot. Like I just come here. Some days I work out with him. Some days I just stay at home. I mean, I don't stay at home. I'm very active in general. So I do a whole bunch of like skipping, running, hiking in between my gym workouts. Yeah. So pretty much that's how I keep in shape.
Basically work out and then proper eating is the main thing.
Correct, just don't eat like a psychopath every day and then you just bump up the activity levels.
Yeah, and have to have a trainer
like
Hongwei.
A good trainer like this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so my workout revolves around a whole bunch of compound exercises like squats, deadlift, bench press. The reason being I incorporate so much compound exercise is because the fact that they burn a lot of calories. Doing compound burns a whole bunch of calories. And then on top of the compound exercises, I will incorporate accessories like those chest flies, dumbbell presses, all the machines. But apparently, right, it's still not, okay, this results in some parts of my body really like lacking, especially my back. My back is like severely lacking. So this is why I came here and I talked to this guy and he prescribed me a whole bunch of different exercises and it really helped. Yeah. So the training here, right, at TSquared Lab is very different from my typical workout because of the fact that he doesn't give me any sort of compound exercises. It's just a whole bunch of, it's really very, very specifically trying to sculpture the specific muscle part. Like, he broke my chest up into like 3 different parts to train. He told me that, maybe for my back, you need to separate it into like 3 different parts, right? Yeah. 3 different parts. And then, So with that, right, I get to do a whole bunch of exercise that I'm not even familiar with. So that results in a lot of specific parts that's really growing. I can really see the results before and after training with this guy. Like in just, I think less than 8 weeks, I could really see changes.
Yeah. Good job, Hongwei.
Thanks.
Could you walk us through with the Zermatt's training program?
Okay, so what I did with Zermatt actually is I actually understand what he has been doing because I knew him since quite a long time ago. So his training is very compound based. Yeah. So meaning he will use a lot of muscles in an exercise. And this actually gives him a lot of strength. He enjoys strength training and burn a lot of calories because of the heavy lifting to help with his goal. But actually, after the years, he realized there are some parts that he's actually not as developed. You can call it more developed. It's not really lacking, but there are certain parts of his muscles already built. They just need a little bit more on the other divisions. You can call it divisions. And then when I saw him, so I figured, okay, this kind of client, he doesn't need any more compound. He need more specific, more like a sniper approach rather than a shotgun exercise where you hit a lot of parts.
That's a very good analogy.
I had to give him a few exercises, a lot more exercises than a typical client you see. So his training is still very intense, but at the same time, he can build the muscles that he actually needed to actually give the look that he wanted. So his goal is really more aesthetic when he came over here. And then in 8 weeks, actually, because of his long years of training, he actually can achieve that in 8 weeks, which is pretty fast and it's very visual. It's very obvious when he saw his back. And there are some things that he needed some help with, like how to brace his core properly, to use his glutes.
Yeah, I feel very like accomplished training here. Not just in front of the mirror, but also like I'm learning. Like he's walking me through, like he's educating me while I train. Yeah.
Yeah, and Zermatt is very good. He's very compliant. So
It's always good to have trainer and the client relationship.
Correct.
The best
Rapport.
thing. Yeah, you work together. Otherwise, it's not.
yeah, he's more like, okay, that's the direction, and you just go all out.
Yeah.
Because his mindset is really there when he came over here already.
Okay.
So really, he just needed the directions, and we achieved fast results because of this.
Okay, so I know him for a couple of years already. So, okay, not a couple of years, actually, I would say 7 to 8 years already.
Okay.
So, training with him, okay, one thing I like about this guy is he's very, he makes you feel very assured. Like, the way when he gives you the cue and everything, right, is very clear. You know, it's very, you will feel a lot of like affirmation when training with him. And also, like I said, like, when you train with a specific trainer, the trainer needs to know what he's doing in order, because I myself is a personal trainer as well. Yeah, so if someone tries to smoke me on their way through, I will know it lah. And this guy, while training with him, I really learned a bunch of stuff. It's like going through an institution. You know, you get to learn, you get to learn, you get to train. You see your body develop and all, but also at the same time, he focuses a lot on safe training as well. Like, you know, when there's something wrong with my form, immediately he will step in and he will fix it. And not just that, he will not just give you a whole bunch of exercises and say, oh, just follow through. He will explain and go in depth and educate me on the different exercises and what it do. You know, where is the insertion, where is the, you know, all the different muscle fibers and all, which is very good I see him more as a coach than a trainer. Yeah. Okay, so TSquared Lab, right? It feels when I step in here, it feels very cozy. You know, it has that very cozy, homey feel, especially this area that we're sitting at. After workout, right, I would like to sit here and just drink water and just do some of my stuff. And sometimes I do my Zoom call here as well because of the fact that it's just very cozy. It feels as if like an office space. That's one thing. The second thing is the equipment is pretty good as well. Like they kept sort of like ordering more equipment just to keep up with not really keep up with the trend, but making sure that the trainers have what they need. Ultimately, the reason why I chose to train at TSquared Lab is because the trainers. It's really because of the trainer that sort of draw me here. Their trainers really know what they're doing. Especially this guy because I've been training with him and he's educating me as I go. And also due to that, right, my family is training here as well. My uncles, they're all training here. And also, I'll be recommending more clients to him as well because of the fact that, I like what I see. Both, like, you know, I like how it feels, both training here, you know, in front of the mirror and also like educating myself. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. And I'll see you around.